This Institute of Leadership and Strategy, as you may have already seen or heard about us, and we are passionate about developing managers and corporate leaders across Africa. And so once again, we want to welcome you. We are excited to have you here. This is the Certified Strategy Professional course.
In any case, strategy started from the military. You know that? The strategy emanated from the military. There are a lot of things we are going to put together, and then we will call it a strategy, not just a goal we have set for ourselves. The courage to choose is the heart of strategy. Why does choice require courage? I normally say any change that is imposed is a change that will most likely be opposed.
Yes, my name is Wiredu-Akpabli from Conakry. When it comes to organization, everything is about strategy. Being part of this program is a great privilege, and I hope by the end of this program, I'll be a very good strategist that could take companies beyond their success.
Very glad to be part of this strategic leadership program. Contribution to myself in terms of leading a team that is across 22 countries. So I'm looking forward to the impactful that this program will have on me. Thank you.
I want to attend this and learn this course and project and use it to project the future of Ghana Post.
Now, I had my master's in strategic management and leadership from KNUST. So when I saw the executive leadership strategy program online, I said this is a better choice or option for me to get a certification in what I have already done for my master's program. So I thought it wise to just enroll on and This is my first session and I must confess, I love it. I'm going to be here. I'm going to recommend zillions of people to ILS. So this is the best place to be. If you are a strategy-minded person or professional, look no further. ILS is your go-to. Thank you.
Are you planning on moving your career to a strategic and policy-making position, or perhaps to the C-suite executive level? If that is the case, then you need to start thinking from a strategic perspective. Welcome to the Institute of Leadership and Strategy and to our executive certification in strategy. This course will tremendously increase your value, impact, and managerial career and prepare you for senior leadership roles. Sign up for our next cohort and join the over 500 managers and professionals who have gone through our executive strategy development. See you in our next session.
All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, leaders, professionals, and business executives joining us today. On behalf of the Institute of Leadership and Strategy, I would like to warmly welcome you to the March edition of the ILS webinar series. My name is Kezia, Yeboah, and I'll be your moderator for today's session. At the Institute of Leadership and Strategy, we are deeply committed to developing capable leaders, effective managers, and high-performing organizations. And this webinar series forms part of the mission by creating a platform where professionals can share insights, ideas, and practical leadership experience. Before we get to the main business for today, we would like to get interactive. We'd want to know your name and where you are joining us from. And so kindly tell us your name and where you are joining us from in the comment section. Okay, so we have a few messages here. Emilia Safwa says hi. We have Marlene Toniga also saying hi, welcome, and thank you for joining. We have Bekwin also saying hello. We have Veronica Ziga also saying hello. Good evening to you too and welcome. Okay, we have Angela Opare also saying hello. It's really great to have you here too. Okay. And so you can keep sending your messages and comments to the comment section, and we'll come back and take your messages. Today's conversation is particularly important as we focus on women in leadership, mastering team and people management, a topic that continues to gain relevance in today's complex and fast-changing business environment. Empowering women to step into leadership roles and equipping them with the right skills, support systems, and opportunities is very crucial for building a very strong and inclusive organization. To better guide us through this important conversation, we are privileged to have with us Madame Yvonne Wiredu-Akpabli. She brings extensive experience and insight in leadership, organizational development, and professional growth.
She's a distinguished strategic HR and training consultant with over 19 years of leadership experience across various sectors, including energy, finance, shipping, telecom, and media. She transforms HR departments into strategic business partners, specializing in HR diagnostics, policy design, performance management, and compensation structuring. She is known for building HR functions from the ground up and driving organizational excellence through people. A certified professional coach and instructor of the SPHRi, PHRi at the HRCC, and the CIHRM programs. She delivers high-impact training in leadership, professional development, and HR certification. Madam Yvonne holds an LLM in labor law, LLB, MBA in HR, and BA from UCC. Being a recertified senior HR professional, a fellow at CIHRM, a member of the Association of Certified HRs with other certifications. She combines legal expertise with practical insight to build ethical, compliant, and high-performing organizations. Yvonne currently leads the Human Resource Department at a public company in Ghana, having previously led HR and administration at MSC Shipping, Data Bank Group, and CMG. Aside from the above, she leads an HR the HR needs of small SMEs and individuals with their career needs. And Takwa Foundation, and I know that and their families in rural communities through her PAD project and other donations. She is married with kids and loves farming, children, and having fun. She loves to be called Ama Adiepena. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me in welcoming Madame Yvonne Ama Wiredu-Akpabli. You are most welcome, Madam, and over to you.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here on this platform in the month. We call it the Women's Month, even though October is also the Women's Month. And I'm excited to be given this opportunity to share. So give me some few minutes to project my slides, then we dig in. Today we are going to talk about women in leadership. Okay, yeah. Women in leadership. I don't know, can you see the slide now? I'm not seeing it. Okay, it's loading. And you know, women bring something to the fore. And as I was researching for today, I learned that in about 20-something% of companies where women lead, which is rare because we lead less than that number of companies, we bring a certain success that the men don't bring. And women have certain peculiar characteristics that helps us to foster better in leadership positions when we are given the nod. The question I'll ask today, and please let me know if you can see my slide, just give me a wave in the emoji. Okay, I think I'm in a private chat. Okay, thanks to those waving. It shows that they can see. Okay, somebody says poor network. Somebody says I can hear you. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, so can you hear me now? And I'm talking to you from the west, all the way from Takrady. Good, thanks for those giving us feedback. Before we delve into the nuances of women in leadership, we need to understand what leadership is. And I'm borrowing my boss Jeff Bassey's definition here. Leadership is the ability to influence, guide, and inspire others to achieve a shared goal or vision. And so, wherever you sit, wherever you find yourself, if you are able to influence people, formerly it was just influencing, but the framers are talking about positive influence. So, what Hitler did does not make him a good leader, even though he influenced people. To guide people, to inspire. You inspire people where they want to do something just because of what they think they can get from it and what you've shown them to do, your examples. And it is all geared towards achieving a particular goal or vision. Leadership is about setting directions. Where do we want to go to? It's about inspiring people, motivating them to follow you. So you don't coerce, you don't force, you don't cajole. They themselves want to follow you. It's about making decisions, especially in difficult situations, without sentiments, without biases, looking at facts and objectively deciding, and then developing others in the process. We need to understand that leadership is not about position. At the core of leadership is the issue of impact and responsibility, where you are using your own skills, your own examples, your own experiences to bring out the best in others to get meaningful results. And all that I've said now, you can see that it doesn't talk about a man or woman. And these are the basics we need to understand as women entering leadership. There are also basic skills required for one to lead effectively, whether you are a man or woman. Communication skill, your ability to communicate effectively. Remember, you are sharing vision. Can you clearly state where we are going to? Is it Kintampo Town or Kintampo Waterfalls? You have to state it clearly. You have to explain ideas, your expectations, giving feedback, and you use the right words for the right people through the right media at the right time. So you end up not creating confusion. It's about emotional intelligence, knowing your own emotions, understanding it and managing it, and doing same to others, handling what we call people issues, conflict, relationships, boundaries, and then how to harness your emotions for business success or for leadership success. Then decision making. In fact, most of the things we do in leadership is about making decisions. And here we are talking about analyzing the situation at hand, weighing your options, and then making timely and sound decisions. And sometimes you have to think on your feet using the decision tree in your head. Strategic thinking. Everything, every thought, every action must align with the strategy, the bigger picture. So what you may be doing may be as small as buying water. Why are you buying Belacqua and not Voltic? It's for strategic reasons. Why are you promoting Yvonne and not Martha? It's for strategic reasons. Then integrity. Now, leadership is an attitude. People must believe in you. Okay, Emanuela says the internet on the other side is not too strong. Are we all having this similar feedback? Because I'm not getting it on the one I'm recording from. Please share feedback. Let me know that you can hear me clearly and see clearly. Okay, Na says no, she can't hear. Angela says mine is fine. Celestine says it's okay here. Enoch says no. All clear from Sima. Okay, so I think it's on and off for different people. So we will continue. It's about, thank you very much, Patience, for the feedback, and Josephine as well. It's also about integrity. Before you can lead people, before you can inspire, before people can follow you, you can influence people, they need to trust you. They need to believe in your credibility. So it's about doing the right thing when no one is watching. It's about being reliable, being credible, creating trustworthiness that will make people want to allow you to influence them. And then being adaptable, adjust to changes and uncertainties and new challenges. We are in a VUCA environment, volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous. Things keep changing daily. Things keep changing even in the international scene. We were in our somewhere one day when we heard that Iran is bombing Kuwait, US has bombed Iran, and now they are calling for NATO to help. France says, I will not come in. It has implications. Okay, all these things are changes. As a leader, how are you willing to make changes to adapt to these changes in your environment, and then still remain resilient to drive your vision? Leadership is about problem solving. Dr. Bassey will tell you that if the problems in your company finish, you don't have a job. You have to solve problems, and you solve it by uprooting the problem and not cutting the problem in the middle. So you identify the root cause of the problem, you analyze it, and then you implement effective solutions to solve it, making sure it doesn't resurface. So everything you do is solution oriented and not problem oriented. You don't come and say there's a problem, there's a challenge. No, you come with solutions to drive the vision. Then accountability. You own up. You own up. Oh, no, let me talk team building first. You can't do this alone. Even the one who created the universe called for the Son and the Holy Spirit to help. Let us make man in our own image. How much more you? You want to do it alone. You cannot do it. Esther, thank you. You cannot do it alone. You need help. You need help also because even though you are a leader, it doesn't mean you should know it all. Okay? Yes. There are certain things my boss will call me to do for her. There are certain things my boss will do on her own. She will also call other people. So you need to have the team, which means that you build a solid team to help you achieve your vision. How do you recruit? Are you doing friends and family, or you are recruiting very competent people who can drive your vision? Then you develop these people, you motivate them, you encourage them, you mentor them, you coach them to deliver the work for you as you are leading them. The next skill you need as a leader is the accountability, taking responsibility for your decisions, actions, results, and inactions, your failures as well. You don't blame, you don't complain. You hold yourself and those responsible accountable through performance and discipline. In Ghana, managers like to do the performance and the rewarding and the promoting and the transfer, the sweet ones. But when it comes to discipline and sanctions, they want HR to do it. No, it's your responsibility as a leader. And then the other skill you need is the coaching and mentoring. These are the top skills you need in leadership, where you help others to grow through your guidance. It is said that a good leader creates succession for himself and moves on. We see Dr. Bassey has moved on from HRCC. Now he's with ILS, and Pearl Tehoda, my ED, is in charge. So you coach others, you develop others, you mentor them through feedback giving, through guidance, through support, through empathy. for them to take over, to be ready to take over from you wherever you sit and where you want to go. Yes. So why do we even need women to lead? Why? What do women even bring? What do they bring? And I want to quote this research by Ready Now Leaders report. The report says that organizations with at least 30% women in leadership positions are 12 times more likely to be in the top 20% for financial performance. This is because women, we bring empathy. It is part of our being. It is part of who we are. We got it through our womanhood. We bring collaboration. We are able to bring people together to do things. We bring resilience to leadership. Sometimes when people say women are the weaker sex, I laugh. A woman will be pregnant, she's in labor, and this is my small sister. She's in labor. She will cook abenkwai palm nut soup with rice because the husband does not eat fufu, and prepare uniform and dresses for the first child for school the next day. Pick her bag and say, I'm coming. The next few minutes, hours, calls the husband, I've given birth. If that is not resilience, if that is not strength, I don't know what you are talking about. If you want to understand women resilience, Major Mahama of Blessed Memory, look at the wife, what she went through. She didn't go mad. She didn't lose her mind. She was calm, dealing with her grief in her own way, picked up her life after that, and is moving on. That is resilience. It's part of us as women. And we bring that to leadership. When we are leading, we don't give up easily. Sometimes we don't, because we want to show that we can do this. It is possible. And because we already have that in our DNA, it's easy to bring it on board. We also are able to drive the diversity that is required to lead teams and to make better decisions because of how we are. We are nurturing, so we bring the nurturing attitude to the business. We are able to nurture people to grow through mentorship and coaching. We are able to help people to develop. We are able to listen and understand the issues of our team. And all this I'm saying all things being equal, because I know somebody saying, you don't know my madam. Please, we are talking about all things being equal. We bring certain unique perspectives to what we do. And then the multitasking. In the mornings on Saturdays, I'll be washing my stuff in the washing machine. The same person, I'm changing bed sheets and curtains in my room. Food is on fire, and pesie and the contemporary and stuff is on fire, ready to be cooked. And I'm doing this and I'm doing that. In between, I am folding things I washed the day before. In between, I am preparing slides for my next session. That is women for you. And we bring this to our work as well. And it makes our leadership beautiful. Another dimension is the softness that we have as women. And I'm not talking about the negative aspect of softness. We are able to deduce things and bring in a certain soft dimension, a humane dimension that sometimes men miss. We bring it on board. So leadership is really not about position. However, it's about impact and then influence. And as women, we bring this out better. We are able to influence people better. And I like to make a quote from Miss Judith Ajobabli, the CEO of Ghana National Gas Company Limited. She says, competence knows no gender, leadership knows no gender, impact knows no gender. Whatever position you find yourself in as a woman, Do not just occupy space, transform it. And you can transform it through your empathy, through collaboration, through resilience, through nurturing, through multitasking, and through your softness as a woman. Okay, where you see beyond seeing. And let me give an example of this seeing beyond seeing. I have this friend whose wife was sick, and for 2 days. So uncle was taking care of the wife and making a lot of noise about it. You know how they do. When they do some small help, they want the whole world to hear. So then in the evening of the third day, around 4, the wife felt better. So she decided to help in the come and see what the man is doing to prepare something for herself. Yes, Patricia, thank you. Leadership is not racist. So she comes to the kitchen to prepare Tom Brown for herself. It's a porridge in Ghana. And in the process, when she left the kitchen, the man called me and said, "This is your work." And I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "This is your work. I've been doing all that I'm doing." But when she stepped into the kitchen and went out, cups have been washed and arranged. Plates have been washed and arranged. Kitchen top clean and tidy. Kitchen floor clean and tidy. Tom Brown done and dusted. That is what we bring. As she was cooking, she was doing a lot of things. Okay, Bessie says her screen is blank and she can't hear. Okay. ILS, is it the same at your end? If not, I think they should sign out and sign in. ILS, give us feedback so that we can share with them. Screen is not frozen. I've not moved. So it's the same woman there. Okay, thank you for the feedback. It's okay from ILS. So please, if you are experiencing any challenge, log out and log in and then close some of your browsers. Close some of your browsers. So when a woman steps in, those are the changes that is brought. And this particular CEO has also done quite a lot at Ghana Gas. That tells you that when there's a touch of a woman, the 20% profitability that the Ready Now reports is saying is true. Okay, Esther says, don't log out, just refresh your browser. So I'm waiting for you. Emanuela says, once it freezes, just refresh and reload the page. Good. Charlie, IT women are here. We ain't joking. It hasn't stopped, Nasira. I'm just on the same slide. So this leadership we are talking about for women comes with its own challenges as well. There are certain realities we should understand. There are challenges it comes with. The biases and stereotypes. In some companies, a woman will never lead because they think it's a men environment. In some companies and some entities, the position is reserved for men. So no matter how good you are, no matter how skilled you are, my dear, you forget it and then you move on. You can never be given. So you also don't go there. But I will tell you that this is why you need to be confident and let your results speak for you. Build in the darkness. Build in the hole. Whilst you are there, nobody is noticing you. Build. Develop yourself. Go to school. Get the certifications. Get the degrees. Get the skills. And then work and let your results talk for itself. It will cancel the bias for you. Then we have the cultural limitations, where especially on this side of the continent, certain women are not expected to do certain things. And then you hear the famous, but Oyoba, meaning, but she's a woman. Yes, she's a woman, but she can do it. Then balancing work and life. This requires you, the cultural limitation requires you to be defiant, requires you to be a trailblazer. Go where they say women cannot go. I was blessed by parents who didn't treat us as men and women. When the bulb is off and you are the only person there, you will fix it. When daddy is fixing his ties, we are the ones fixing with him. So when I got married, and even up to now, certain things get spoiled, and I'm there, hands on, fixing it. Yes. So you can also be a trailblazer, defying the cultural limitations and creating new paths for other women to also follow. And then the challenge of balancing work and life, especially when we have to deal with our productive and reproductive responsibilities, having children, marriage, home, church, and then our personal lives against the work. Sometimes it's even difficult to balance all of it. But this is where I tell you, prioritize, set boundaries, and manage your time well. Know when to say no, know when to say yes. Okay. And then being undermined, for me, this is the big one. Yes, you are building confidence and developing yourself. You've made your work to speak for you. You've blazed the trail to become a champion in your domain as a woman. You've balanced your life and your work by prioritizing and managing your time and saying no, but they undermine you. When this happens, I tell you, address issues professionally and be assertive about it. Handle the issue as a fact and not be sentimental and push it through a gender lens, and then it will speak for you. And then the other challenge we face is the limited opportunities. It's just not there, which means we have to create some of these opportunities by seeking mentors, networking, being visible. There are some women in their office is doing a kinky party, they are not there. Office is doing health work, they are not there. Office is doing celebrating birthday on even the WhatsApp page, they are not there. You are not visible. How can you even be given the opportunity? How can you be known to be given the opportunity? This also means that you need to trumpet your results. Don't wait for it. I used to stop people from reading my profile. And then I did a course in December. It taught me that I should let them read it. It's my achievement. And it will create opportunities for me. So I need to trumpet my own results and then let it create opportunities for me. Yes, these challenges are there, but you don't need permission. You don't need it to lead. Own your own space. Demonstrate those skills we shared on the third slide, and you will see that leadership is already at your core. You earned it. Thank you, Emanuela. So, how do you lead people effectively? Our master class is on leadership and effective people management. How do you lead people successfully? It starts by developing and sharing the vision. And this is where I would encourage you to enroll in the strategy course if you've not already done so. It will teach you how to set the vision, how to carve out your strategy. Where are you going? Who are you going with? How are you going? When are you going? How would you know you have gotten there? And then you share it with them through effective communication. You need to do that to lead people. People can't be there and they are just working. What do we seek to achieve? And you, the leader, must develop it and drive it through sharing it with your team members. Recognize and develop individual strengths. Every team member comes with strengths and weaknesses. Now, these strengths must be known. Is it report writing? Is it communication? Is it facilitation? Is it selling? You should know it as a leader and recognize it. And then you use it to build your people, to develop them. If I am good in preparing PowerPoint slides, when the team has a training to be done, my team leader should give me the opportunity to be the one preparing the slide. If your weakness is slide presentation, the team leader should tie you to me so you learn from me as well. And then encourage open communication. Encourage open communication and feedback. And because we don't like to be criticized, especially we women, when we are, oh, okay, Pearl says the transmission is not good. Wow. I don't know, but can you refresh your browser? Good afternoon, Ellen. Please refresh your browsers, Pearl, Ne, and Richla. And give us thumbs up if it's better. Good afternoon, Gifty. Okay. Encourage open communication and feedback. Most women are not able, thank you, Nasira. Most women are not able to give constructive and negative feedback. We like to give the positive so that we are seen as sweet and good and all of that. That is not why we are there. You are there to lead, you are there to ensure results are achieved. So allow people to speak up, allow people to share, and then also give them feedback. If it is going well, you say it. If it is not going well, you say it. The issue is not the giving of the feedback. The issue is about packaging. And since we women, we are good at packaging, you bring that to the feedback so that it is received well. And then lead by example. It speaks louder than anything. It speaks louder than any other thing. We were developing a dress code policy for a company, and we sent it to the CEO for review. And just after the policy, we noticed we've not started implementation, but we've noticed that she switched up her dressing. Of course, the HR has to also switch up. Once that happens, teams will switch up. You want people to come to work early. Let them come and see you seated. And that will be it. You don't have to talk punctuality. Come early. That will be it. I heard that in the days of Amwabe at UT bank, he used to come very early and stand at the gate to welcome people. Of course, if he is there, why won't you come early to also be welcome? Because if you are late, you'll be caught. It's a very good example. Lead by example by showing integrity, being disciplined, and being consistent. It's difficult, but when you do this, it speaks louder than any other thing in your team. And then invest in people. It's the best investment you can make. Coach them, mentor them, and support their growth. Be there to hear them. There are issues our team members have. It's not in policy. Your HR cannot help you. The CEO will look up to you for recommendation because it can't be placed anywhere in the company's documentations. This is where you come in as a good leader. This is where you come in as a good people manager to guide your people. As a woman, what shouldn't you do when you are in leadership? Do not undervalue yourself. Trumpet your achievements. Go on LinkedIn. That course you did on Coursera, Udemy, Allison, YouTube. Put it there. Don't shy away from it. Put it there. Don't undervalue yourself. Hey, you are looking good today. Oh, no, stop that thing. Your presentation was wow. Oh, I had help from. Don't undervalue yourself. Own it, accept it, and move on with it. Do not avoid difficult conversations. It's part of leadership, it's part of people management. There are times you have to tell a staff that you are going to be demoted because your performance has been below expectations. You cannot, I will not nominate you for the training because I don't think you transferred the last training you attended onto the work. You have to be tough and fair at the same time. Do not try to please everyone. You don't sell ice cream. You are a manager. You are a leader. So do not be afraid that I want them to like me. If I go and say this, they will not like me. I tell people, and I'll tell you as a woman leader, when you close from work, leave the work at home and go home. At the office and go home. I used to work with a certain manager who used to be very strict and sometimes use abusive language. And when I get home, it was in my very, very young days, very, very young days. I was doing internships during my university days, even though my course didn't require it. Yes, Mugawan. And then when I get home and my mom will ask me, how was my day? I will start crying. And she said this, and she insulted me, and she did this. Then my mom will start turning me around, looking for the insult. When she's telling me, I'm like, what are you looking for? She said she's looking for the insult to remove it. I said, she has insulted me, you say you want to remove it. Over time, it clicked that what was said to me, the negative things that were said about me, it's not on me. And secondly, it's not the truth. It's not me. That is somebody's perception. I shouldn't allow it to affect me. And I thank God for that thing my mother did because it built resilience in me. These days, I really don't care about what you say about me. Yes, sometimes it's the truth, but if I don't hear it from more than 3 people, I don't mind you. I won't mind you. I'll just say that, and in my head, I say, that's your opinion. Don't try to please everyone. In leadership, you can't. You can't. Because there are certain decisions you will take, it will not be pleasing to those, some of them. Okay, Esther says, what about those of us having our own establishment? You are the leader there. You can't please all of them. Get the work done through your principles, policies, processes, procedures, adding your coaching, mentorship, and support, and you are good. Do not overwork to prove your worth. You know those people who carry laptop up and down. They are going, they are coming. It's 5 o'clock, they are working. They want everybody to see that they go beyond their time. And then they think that if you close at 8, it means you are working hard. You are not. Work towards results and not just process. Make sure that even if you close at 5 on the dot, you can prove what you achieved in that day. Yes. So if you want to overwork, you get bent out. When you get bent out, your decisions are skewed. Your results are below par. And it comes back to what you are trying to prevent. So strategize, plan, prioritize, and then as a leader, delegate so that you concentrate on strategic issues. Don't be busy for nothing. You should be busy for something. And don't do things that will affect your health. As a woman, we are already dealing with issues. Menopause, they wait for you. Menstruation and menstrual pain, they wait for you. Pregnancy is at the corner. Sex is at the corner. All sorts of things. So if you overwork yourself and you are married, when you get home, you do I'm tired and start doing open and chop up. Pretty soon, some slave queen will take your husband, and that stress will lead you to underperformance, bringing you back to square one. Your health will start failing you. You'll be taking excuse duties. As you are away, somebody is working. By the time you come back, they have gone up, and you cry that it's your house witches. No, don't overwork to prove your worth. Do results. Target to provide results that will talk for you. Don't micromanage. Show people what they want to do. You want them to do. Clarify expectations. Give them the required resources and support and let them do it. Okay. Yes. And then do not stay silent in critical spaces. The Menamenkoka syndrome. I won't be the one to say it all. If you are a woman, change. I tell women at every gathering, try to let your voice be heard, even if you have to repeat something that somebody has said. Let your voice be heard, especially if you are not already at the top. Me, I'm still climbing until I will talk some. Do not neglect networking and relationships. Me, I'm anti-so. Me, I'm shy. I'm an introvert. You stay down there. Because leadership comes with visibility. Leadership comes with being heard. And you can be heard starting from your network. All Students Association. You saw a Moga give me funds. Chinri House. Be part of it. Pay your dues. When we are going for old school, this thing, go. Last 2 weeks, Holy Child gave us Pepe. And then this weekend, Adisco gave us Pepe. And then I thought we had it all. Then Agre that did it. I don't know this weekend who is coming. You don't go some. The cloth, you don't have some. Dues, no swa, you don't pay. How do you expect to lead? Because this network is your net worth. These people will push you. We have professional associations. HR is driven by the HRCC. We have the HR network platform. HR caucus is there. HR focus is there. CIHRM is there for HR people. We have the strategy platform. You are not on any of them. The one that you are on to, you have become the silent killer. You don't talk. You don't talk. You don't talk. Please, network and build relationships. And I tell people that if you want to lead, you have to be deliberate about building relationships. Where you work, there are certain people that you must do and for skinning. Force them to be your friends. You go and greet, how are you? Their birthdays, you are in their faces, even if it's a cupcake, even if it's a handkerchief. You stay in touch. You don't build bridges. Your old bridges, you keep them. You touch up, you touch base. Because we call it whom you know. We call it scratch your backs and I scratch your back. But the real word is networking, where some people will recommend you for leadership positions. People will recommend you for certain activities. Then do not ignore personal development. You go to a company and you ask them, have you been trained? No, since I joined, I've never been trained. I've been here 4 years. I've been here 6 years. Nobody is going to train you, my lady. You have to train yourself. Stop buying the bone straight and enroll in courses. You have bone straight, bone marrow, all of it, you have it. Peruvian curls, Peruvian water waves, you have all of it. Meanwhile, you still have your diploma. Degree, you no get. Masters is flying around, you no get some. Strategy courses, HR courses, chartered accounting courses, you no get some. But you have all the weeks with dummies in your room like school children. Stop it. Develop yourself. Develop yourself or reduce it. Shawarma no jaidi. Reduce shawarma. And develop yourself. Makeup, you have all of them. Paba, Pada, CK, Casey, you have all of it. Please reduce it and develop yourself. Designer bags, Jaito, reduce it. Designer shoe. Is it MK? I learned that recently. Michael Kors. Is it MK? Yeah, name designers. No, all we know is it's a bag that contains your items. Period. Sacrifice to develop yourself. When you reach the top, my dear, even if you are using Okrika, Force bag, people will think it's designer because you are at the top. Go and do the hair at Medina under the Neem tree is cheaper. They do it nicely. If you don't say it, people will not know. They will think you went to First Choice. Save their money and go to school. And I've applied for study leave. I'm waiting. You will wait till Jesus comes. Use the money to develop yourself. That knowledge is in your head. That wisdom is in your head. It's for you. Nobody will take it. Develop yourself. And I'm not talking only hard stuff, even soft stuff like what you are doing now, enjoying webinars, be part of it. And I don't have time, I don't have time, but you have time to take talk. God is watching you. God is watching you. So develop yourself, don't ignore it. And then don't tolerate disrespect or bias. And this one, Ghanaian women are very guilty about it. Okay, where we trivialize these biases. There's a course to be done in Denmark. Your name comes up and somebody says, oh, Yvonne cannot go. Her baby is still breastfeeding. Then you are quiet. Hey, stop it there and there. What has my breastfeeding baby got to do with this? I will make arrangements for the baby. Oh, Yvonne cannot go. She just got married. How has that got to do with my work? So you stop them when they disrespect you and your achievement. Maybe at that forum you can't speak up. Find time and face them one-on-one and tell them if it repeats itself, you will deal with them. In my bush girl days, I'll confront you. These days, thanks to Dr. Bassi and some of my mentors, I'm a lady, so I handle it diplomatically. But let them know that there's a line drawn, they cannot cross it. There's a transfer to Tamale that comes with a Prado vehicle, a two-bedroom apartment paid by the company, and then a school fees for your children. And then they say that her husband will not allow her to go. My dear, stop them there and there. They are not your husband. They can't do it. How would they even know whether my husband is even in town? Okay. Yes. Thank you very much. Emanuela says he tells them to get space at the back for them to contain the baby and this thing. So when they bring these biases, these stereotypes, this disrespect, do not tolerate it. Stop it there and there. And then do not lead without authenticity. And this is where I want to talk emotionally to our women. You have the body, we know. You have the breast and the hips, we know. You have fine face, we know. Don't use them to climb. Even the Bible says beauty fades. Don't use them to climb. The buttocks will lose like balloon. How do you climb with the flat buttocks after that? The breast will flatten. How do you climb with flat breast after that? The face, sometimes makeup will give you up. How do you climb without it? Maybe you have gone to take it to get them done. After 10 years, they start sagging. How do you stay up there? So, be up there in a right way. Let your skills, your experience, your knowledge, your positive attitude and personality send you there. And I'm telling you, it will keep you there. Yes, the beauty and the body and the softness can become an auxiliary catalyst to add to it. But nobody can point the finger and say you got there because you have Victoria Hammer bottles. No way. No way. Don't do that. Be up there with authenticity. Sacrifice and get them. Burn the midnight oil. That one, even when you hear them saying, you got it because of your fine waist, your fine face, your fine body, you can sleep with free conscience, clean conscience, because you know it's not true. And when you climb there authentically, you earn respect, you earn trust, you earn credibility. That becomes a pipeline for men to learn. And that brings me to the end of my session this afternoon. Any questions, any feedback? Thank you.
Adiepena for an insightful presentation. Indeed, I'm very encouraged, and I know that everybody is encouraged and so engaged in your discussion. Leadership is indeed not about position, it's about influence and impact. It comes with visibility, being heard, and developing yourself. You do not need permission to lead, you have to own your space. Thank you so much. I'm sure many of us have taken away valuable insights and practical lessons that we can apply within our teams and organizations. It's time for the Q&A session. If you have any questions, you can kindly drop them in the comment section and then we'll engage our speaker with them. But before that, we'll take a quick ad and then we would zoom straight into the Q&A.
This Institute of Leadership and Strategy, as you may have already seen or heard about us, and we are passionate about developing managers and corporate leaders across Africa. And so once again, we want to welcome you. We are excited to have you here. This is the Certified Strategy Professional course.
In any case, strategy started from the military. You know that? The strategy emanated from the military. There are a lot of things we are going to put together, and then we will call it a strategy, not just a goal we have set for ourselves. The courage to choose is the heart of strategy. Why does choice require courage? I normally say any change that is imposed is a change that will most likely be opposed.
Yes, my name is Wiredu-Akpabli from Conakry. When it comes to organization, everything is about strategy. Being part of this program is a great privilege, and I hope by the end of this program, I'll be a very good strategist that could take companies beyond their success.
Very glad to be part of this strategic leadership program. Contribution to myself in terms of leading a team that is across 22 countries. So I'm looking forward to the impact that this program will have on me. Thank you.
I want to attend this and learn this course and project and use it to project the future of Ghana Post.
Now, I had my master's in strategic management and leadership from KNUST. So when I saw the executive leadership strategy program online, I said this is a better choice or option for me to get a certification in what I have already done for my master's program. So I thought it wise to just enroll on, and this is my first session, and I must confess, I love it. I'm going to be here. I'm going to recommend zillions of people to ILS. So
And so welcome back. This has been the ILS webinar series. We have been having a conversation with Madam Yvonne Wiredu-Akpabli on mastering team and people management. It's time for the Q&A session. We will be taking questions. If you have any suggestions, any questions, kindly indicate them and I'll engage the facilitator with it. Okay. So our first question, how can women develop a confident leadership style without being labeled as too aggressive or too soft? I'll take the question again. How can women develop a confident leadership style without being labeled too aggressive or too soft? Madam Yvonne, would you like to share some insights on this for us?
Yeah, so there's a very thin line between confidence and arrogance. We should know that. And you can be humble and still be assertive. It starts by the tone of voice, how you present yourself, how you relate with people, and then your own expertise, what you know. I know you can't know it all. For example, when I was in the shipping company, I knew HR proper, but I didn't know shipping. I had to humble myself to staff. And I usually will not go to the top managers. No, I'll deal with line managers, supervisors, and get information from them. With the team itself, spend time to know them. In my early days, I'll tolerate a lot of things, just watching you. And I'm observing, I am learning, I am picking. By the time I finish my probation, I know what to get to who to get my results. I'm still sweet and nice, but I'll push you. Yes. So it's something that you deliberately develop. And sometimes the nature of the people may even sway you in developing the skill. But you do it one day at a time. It's also about getting feedback and being truthful with the feedback you get. So those who are my friends on WhatsApp, you notice that once a year I'll put it on my WhatsApp status. What do you like about me? What 3 things do you want to change about me? It's not for fun. I'm collecting feedback to improve myself. I do the same with my team. I do the same with managers. I'll come one on one at least once a year to talk to you about my team. Then before I leave, I ask you for feedback about me. What am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? I don't defend, I don't explain. I collect the information and use it to work on myself. It's not easy as I'm saying it here. Sometimes your own conscience will deal with you. Sometimes you will get angry. But when you have resolved to be a good leader, those are the things it comes with. So understand what you are working with, understand the people, and then understand that arrogance and confidence, they are bedmates. So when you are veering off the confidence and you get the feedback, please, you come back and work on it. Don't justify.
Okay, thank you so much, Madam Yvonne. So Fifi Yosen is asking, can you share more information on the masterclass? Okay, so the Institute of Leadership and Strategy will be running a 2-day masterclass program on team leadership and people management from the 26th and 27th of March, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. each day. The rate is 3,500 Ghana cedis, and you can easily contact our hotline or the administration line for more information or inquiries on it. So the number is 0244 268672. I'll take it again, 0244 268672. You can call us or WhatsApp us, and then we'll be more than glad to assist you. Thank you. Sandra Okwajo is asking, Mommy, please, in the personal development journey, which skill has the highest advantage? I'll leave this to our speaker to respond to it.
There is no highest or lowest. It depends on your career plan, the roadmap you have, because every career and what it comes with. But one of the skills you must not, there's no trade-off for, is communication, because no matter where you find yourself, you will communicate. Verbal, written, body language. You don't joke with that. And then in the current dispensation, technological skills, focusing more on digital. You need to know how to use Microsoft Office Suite, Microsoft 365, and then our newest, latest friend, the AIs. You need to know them to advance. And then the third one I would encourage you to have is people skills, how to relate with people. Human beings are the most difficult people to be with. Even God at a point said he has regretted creating us. And he wiped us out, thinking that when we come back, we will change. We didn't change. So he said, these people, leave them. At another time, I'll do the sifting, the good year, the bad day. We are very complex people. But if you learn people skills, first of all, understanding that we are all different, we come with diverse nuances: tall, short, fat, slim, quick to anger, late to anger, all those things. And then you manage your emotions alongside emotional intelligence and know how to relate with people. These three skills will get you far: communication, technology, that is the digitalization, and then people skills, relating with people. It will really help you to develop your career journey.
Thank you. So we'll take the last question and then we'll wrap up for today. Tracy Abby Mensa is asking, I want to know what to do and how to lead people who are older than you and even more experienced than you.
First and foremost, it starts with humility. And sometimes you may have to pretend because you don't want opposition. You need to let them know the vision, and you share it as if you are asking them for help. Guys, we are supposed to do this. You've done this longer than myself. You've seen it more than myself. Please bring me ideas. They bring the ideas. My mother calls it rebaking. Okay, so it's the same cake, but it's now not a heart shape, it's circle. And it looks like it's her idea, but it's not. And they see it and feel that they were part of that idea. Involve them. Okay, don't see them as your parents, see them as professionals. So you treat them as employees, but with that small room of respect, humility, and decorum to make them feel that you appreciate their age and the knowledge they bring on board. Try not to bring personal issues to them to ask for advice. They become like counselors, and when they make a mistake, it's difficult to reprimand them. When the person has told you what to do to win your husband's heart and they are late, it becomes difficult to reprimand them. So don't bring your personal issues to them. Make sure it is purely professional. Appreciate their contribution. Let them feel you value them, and then you'll be fine. Yeah. And even though you said this is the last question, there's something that keeps coming up, and let me address for the women: the childbearing angle. You need a social support, friends, family. These days, Christianity is also spoiling us. We've been given birth. Our mother-in-law is free. Go and give the baby to the mother-in-law. You are afraid that the baby will be chewed. If the baby is with you, won't they chew the baby? So social support, your church members, your friends, your in-laws, let them help you with the baby, especially when you are sure you can trust them. And then when the baby is also speaking, where the baby can tell you what happened to them, use them. And there's this thing too that I learned in one of the places I've worked. The women rotate to take care of their babies. So today, Kezia will bring her child to myself. Tracy will bring the child. Emanuela will bring the child. I'm caring for them. Next week, we all send ours to Kezia. The other week, we all send to Emanuela. The other week, we all send to Tracy. The other 3 weeks, these 3 women have been free, but you are busy. So they do what they have to do. It's all part of the networking. It's all part of the relationship building. Your neighborhood, befriend your neighbors. When you are tough, they help you with the baby. I'm sure in another session, we'll treat work-life balance for women, and then Kezia will lead us to delve deeper into this one. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Madam Yvonne. And thank you to everyone who asked questions and contributed to this discussion. As mentioned earlier, we'll be running a 2-day masterclass on team leadership and people management on the 26th and 27th of March. This masterclass is specifically designed for managers, supervisors, team leads, and professionals who want to strengthen their ability to lead effectively, manage people, and drive performance within their organizations. For more information or registration details, you can contact the hotline 0244 268672. You can also visit our social media platforms for any upcoming webinars, trainings, or courses. Our handle on all social media platforms is the ILS Executive or Institute of Leadership and Strategy. You can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. You can locate us also at East Legon behind the GT Bank. All too soon, we've come to the end of this edition, and on behalf of the on behalf of the Institute of Leadership and Strategy, I would like to sincerely thank our speaker, Madame Yvonne Wiredu-Akpabli, also known as Ama Adiepena, for sharing her time and expertise with us today. We also appreciate all you leaders, professionals, and executives who joined us for this session. Another episode of the ILS webinar series will come your way next month with another insightful discussion, and we look forward to having you join us again. Until then, continue to lead with purpose, inspire your teams, and build organizations that thrive. Thank you and have a wonderful evening.
This Institute of Leadership and Strategy, as you may have already seen or heard about us, and we are passionate about developing managers and corporate leaders across Africa. And so once again, we want to welcome you. We are excited to have you here. This is the Certified Strategy Professional course.
In any case, strategy started from the military. You know that? The strategy emanated from the military. There are a lot of things we are going to put together, and then we will call it a strategy, not just a goal we have set for ourselves. The courage to choose is the heart of strategy. Why does choice require courage? I normally say any change that is imposed is a change that will most likely be opposed.
Yes, my name is Moderator from Conakry. When it comes to organization, everything is about strategy. Being part of this program is a great privilege, and I hope by the end of this program, I'll be a very good strategist that could take companies beyond their success.
Very glad to be part of this strategic leadership program. Contribution to myself in terms of leading a team that is across 22 countries. So I'm looking forward to the impact that this program will have on me. Thank you.
I want to attend this and learn this course and project and use it to project the future of Ghana Post.
Now, I had my master's in strategic management and leadership from KNUST. So when I saw the executive leadership strategy program online, I said this is a better choice or option for me to get a certification in what I have already done for my master's program. So I thought it wise to just enroll on, and this is my first session, and I must confess, I love it. I'm going to be here. I'm going to recommend zillions of people to ILS. So this is the best place to be. If you are a strategy-minded person or professional, look no further. ILS is your go-to. Thank you.
Welcome to the Institute of Leadership and Strategy and to our executive certification in strategy. This course will tremendously increase your value, impact, and managerial career and prepare you for senior leadership roles. Sign up for our next cohort and join the over 500 managers and professionals who have gone through our executive strategy development. See you in our next session.